Hey everyone, I'm Hannah, and ready or not, it's time for another monthly thrift haul video where I'm going to show you everything I thrifted in the month of February. Can I just say that I'm not really ready? I didn't really thrift a lot this month, and I'm going to blame it on the fact that February is a short month, so I didn't have as many days to thrift. But I have some stuff. This is going to be a very patchwork kind of haul with just a lot of secondhand things from different places. So it's going to be kind of short, but interesting, kind of like Danny DeVito. First, I finally went to Chicago, and by that I mean I have never been to Chicago outside of one trip when I was a kid that I don't remember, so it doesn't count because I don't remember. I went with a real life friend, and then we met up with some bloggers that I know from the internet, and we just had a really fun girls' day. And the first thing I got, we wandered into a comic book store. I don't remember the name of it, but I know that it was right next to Millennium Park. This is a pretty average, well-stocked comic book store. Not that I've been in a lot of them, but you know, it had like brand new comics, it had like, you know, the clearance comics that were kind of old, it had a lot of merchandise, it had like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure dolls, but somehow in the midst of all these superheroes, I happened to find Barbie in a box in the front window of the store. This is a comic book from 1992, and it was in a box with a lot of like Archie comics and comics that were in plastic sleeves, so I didn't understand why this one was just as is, and it didn't have a price on it. So I asked about it, and the guy said because it didn't have like any sort of store price, they just went by the cover, so I got this for $1.25. Inside we've got great pages like The Muppet Christmas Carol, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for Genesis, and of course, Wayne's World VCR board game. Party on, dude. And the other non-superhero things that I managed to find at a comic book store. They had issue number 1 of the Alf comic book, which I still haven't checked, but I have one of them, I don't know which one. So this one cost me $3, and then as I kept looking, I found like 40 more issues, all within like $1 to $3 price range, and I was just overwhelmed with choices, but I knew I had to pick at least one more. So I went with this one. It was just a random pick, because I like the cover. Alf has a camera, and you know, I'm filming on a camera. I can appreciate a camera. I still have them in the sleeves, but that was just for the purpose of the haul to show you that, look, I got them in sleeves, but I'm totally gonna take them out of the sleeves. I don't care about collecting them. I just want to read them. The other thing I did while I was in Chicago is some thrifting. It was very unplanned. None of us knew the area, so it was basically, we were Googling any sort of secondhand store within a 15-minute walk of us. That led us to Crossroads Trading and Buffalo Exchange. So they're not exactly my kind of thrift stores, but you know, it was some secondhand shopping. It filled the void. And oh my gosh, were they busy. Like, I thought Goodwill on a sale day was bad. No, Chicago on a Sunday afternoon is bad. But I did happen to find something at Crossroads Trading. It was basically the cheapest thing I could find, and it was a pair of pizza socks. I paid a whole $6.50 for these. $6.50 for 2 slices of pizza. It better be good. Ironically, I didn't even eat any pizza in Chicago. Next time. So that was Chicago. Up next, I got to collaborate with Redbird Vintage Box again this month, which, if you're not familiar, Redbird Vintage Box is a vintage monthly box subscription service. I have a full review and outfit posts and all kinds of fun stuff if you go to my blog. This is just going to be a quick overview of what I got. First, their packaging has gotten super adorable, so if you just like getting cute boxes in the mail, you know, they're good for that. But inside was even better. There's this cute little card, because this is the February box, and they have another card that explains what you get in the box, which I had gotten the Marie box, which is 3 things, a mix of clothing and accessories. My first accessory is this necklace set. One is a big old 80s gold number, and the other one is this sweet little candy colored pineapple necklace, which I had actually requested this from their Instagram page, so I was really excited to see it. My next accessory is this very beautiful black quilted purse with like the gold chain strap and a fancy lock and lots of pockets. Really into that. And my clothing item, I hope you're sitting down for this. It is this gorgeous sequin blazer. Like, whoa. Surprisingly, when I saw it, I had a whole bunch of outfit ideas, and I was able to narrow it down to one. So you can visit my blog to see the outfit that I put together with this blazer. There's a few other accessories that I did not show that you can see on my blog, nice close-up photos of them, and yet still one more bonus item that you can find on my Instagram page. It's like a vintage treasure hunt. I should mention, those things will all be linked down below. Don't worry, I got you covered. Next, I said this haul was going to be very interesting. I stopped by my P.O. box and I had some really cool vintage gifts from friends. Which, side note, if you want to send me something, my P.O. box address is down below. So the first package is from my friend Sabrina, and she sent me Billy Idol, Vital Idol on cassette, the Purple Rain soundtrack on cassette, of course, and I Drove All Night single by Cyndi Lauper. I did have a heads up that she thrifted these for me, so, you know, together we're keeping the cassette tape industry in business. But what I didn't expect was some surprise mail from my friend Laura. So first, she also thrifted me some cassette tapes. You guys know me so well. The first one is New Kids on the Block Step by Step, and then this made me laugh. She got me Mariah Carey's Merry Christmas. I have to wonder if it's because I posted a lot about listening to All I Want for Christmas like 24/7 on social media during Christmas. Now I can listen to it all year round. But that's not all. She also sent along a pair of cute little yellow like half hoop earrings. And she's gonna be like my new best friend now because she sent me shoes. So these are black, kind of like a crushed velvet. They have the little strap like a Mary Jane, a little silver accent, pointed toes, in my size, which is rare because I'm an 11. Finding that stuff in my P.O. box just really made my day. Thank you so much, you guys. My last bit of patchwork items are things that I actually thrifted on just like my normal day-to-day trips. I don't even know why it's taking me so long to share this with you. So this is a 1996 ladies' home journal with Cher on the cover. Like, Cher's not the first person I would think to put on a ladies' home journal, but it was the 90s. And then another icon of the 70s and 80s, I got Elton John's Greatest Hits on CD. Moving right along to the 80s, I got this crayon bank. My mom was actually the one who spotted it because she knows that A, I collect things that are the wrong size, you know, like an oversized crayon, and B, I do collect oversized crayons. I think I recently shared my collection, but I'll share another picture. I believe this one is vintage, so I'm pretty excited to add it to my collection. Then I just thought this was so cool. So first there was this pencil case, and it has a cat on it, and it says Smile Makers, and it basically just came off of a little girl's desk in the 80s. And inside it was full of pencils, but I took out a bunch of them and left them at the store because they were just like lame pencils. But I did keep at least one of them that was in there because it has a Cabbage Patch head on it. I don't think that the Cabbage Patch head is original to the pencil because the pencil just seems pretty average, but I don't really care, I just thought it was cool. Then I got a whole stack of paper. I was making some birthday cards or Valentine's Day cards, and I realized that the only paper I have is construction paper, and like I'm an adult, and I didn't have like decent paper to make a card. It was really embarrassing, and I'm pretty sure I see some cardstock in here. Let's open it up and find out together. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. So this would be more heavy-duty paper that I could use for cards. Then we've got a nearly empty faded pad of construction paper. Why even bother? Then another faded pack of paper. This feels like really old construction paper. Kind of smells like my great-grandma's old basement. More faded construction paper, and more construction paper. That smell is gonna be trapped in my nose now. Last but not least, I got some clothes. So the first one is this cute little black floral dress. I actually picked this up for free at a community closet. First, the print kind of reminds me of like your grandma's couch, but then I wish you could feel this because it is the strangest material I've ever felt. It's like butter. I don't know, but the way it felt, it really sold me on it. The last thing is from my thrifting wish list, and it was a total fluke. A couple days ago on Instagram, I made a joke about how I keep wearing the same jeans over and over again, so I needed to buy some new pants. So I managed to push past the crowd at the Goodwill sale day where all the clothes were $1.50, because I'm like, if I'm gonna buy jeans, I'm only gonna spend $1.50. And lo and behold, I found a pair of overalls. I was kind of hesitant about them because they're a size medium, and like my upper half is a size medium, but my lower half is more of a large, and I was like, pants are really tricky. And while I normally avoid using dressing rooms just because I don't like to deal with the crowds and just they're always kind of shifty, I will totally make an exception if I have pants. So I somehow got right into the dressing rooms, there was no line. On a sale day. And I did something kind of stupid. I was wearing tights and I also had on like a pair of bike shorts with the tights, and I didn't feel like taking off either one. So I'm like, I'm gonna put on these really tight pants that I don't know if they're gonna fit, and it was a lot of friction, I can tell you that much. Moral of the story, they fit perfectly. They're made of like some magic spandex, I think. But like I said, they were on my thrifting wish list, and I can cross that off. Overall, this month was pretty okay. But hopefully next month is better in March, because it's my birthday month. And birthday months have to be the best, right? On that note, if you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the content that I create, then be sure to support it with likes and comments and share it with your friends. Hopefully I will see you guys around on the internet, and in the meantime, be excellent to each other.